Transport Canada is freezing rebate payments for Tesla until each claim is individually investigated.
Mark Carney campaigning in Windsor, the heart of Canada's auto sector, at a moment of crisis.
Donna, vehicles are Canada's second largest export by value at $51 billion. The vast majority of those, 93%, go to the U.S.
Tesla, the EV leader, faces a crisis in Canada as the government freezes rebate payments pending investigation. This is part of rising tensions between Tesla, the U.S., and Canada. Stay tuned with Eagle Discovery for more updates on this developing story. Canada's freezing of payments and investigation. The Canadian government has recently taken the dramatic step of freezing Tesla's rebate payments, which are part of the country's taxpayer-funded electric vehicle, EV, incentive program. This decision comes in the wake of Tesla's unexpected surge in rebate applications, which sparked concerns about potential exploitation of the system. In particular, Tesla was reportedly able to sell thousands of vehicles in just one weekend, a volume that raised suspicions due to its unusually high numbers. Such rapid sales could suggest possible manipulation, prompting the Canadian authorities to take action. As a result, Chrystia Freeland, Canada's transportation minister, has overseen the suspension of rebate payments to Tesla while an investigation is launched. The government is carefully reviewing these rebate claims to determine whether any fraudulent or unethical activities occurred. The global trade war's impact on Tesla. Tesla, which has been one of the largest beneficiaries of Canada's EV incentives, has been receiving significant rebate payments, reportedly hundreds of millions of dollars since 2019. These incentives have played a crucial role in Tesla's growth in the Canadian market, contributing to the company's expansion in North America. However, the suspension of these payments represents a substantial blow to Tesla, as it relies heavily on such subsidies to maintain its competitive edge. In light of these developments, Canadian authorities have raised concerns regarding Tesla's aggressive tactics in leveraging these incentives, questioning whether the company might have pushed the limits of the program's intentions. This has led to Tesla being excluded from participation in future incentive programs, creating a serious roadblock to its financial strategy in Canada. This freeze on payments may also set a precedent for other companies operating in the EV space, signaling to manufacturers that Canada will be closely monitoring how incentives are utilized and enforcing stricter compliance going forward. Tesla's troubles in Canada are just one aspect of a broader, more complex global issue. The company is also feeling the effects of the ongoing trade tensions between the United States and Canada, as well as the wider international trade wars instigated by the U.S. under President Donald Trump's administration. In March 2025, President Trump announced a permanent 25% tariff on imported vehicles, a policy designed to encourage domestic production and protect U.S.-based automakers. However, this tariff targets companies like Tesla, which rely heavily on parts and materials sourced from overseas for their production. Tesla's supply chain, which spans various countries, makes the company particularly vulnerable to such trade barriers. The tariffs raise the cost of importing these essential components, directly affecting Tesla's production costs. While the tariffs were intended to boost the U.S. automotive industry by incentivizing local manufacturing, the move has unintended consequences for companies like Tesla. These additional production costs are likely to result in higher prices for consumers, potentially pricing out some buyers. Moreover, the higher cost structure could make U.S.-made vehicles less competitive in global markets, where companies such as Tesla rely on international sales for a significant portion of their revenue. The tariff escalation not only threatens to increase production expenses for Tesla, but also risks causing a ripple effect in the global EV market. As a leading player in the electric vehicle industry, Tesla's struggles could have wide-reaching consequences for the broader EV ecosystem, affecting everything from supply chains to pricing and market competition. Tesla's challenges are emblematic of the broader challenges faced by global manufacturers as international trade policies become increasingly complex and protectionist. For Tesla, navigating these turbulent waters will require a delicate balance between adhering to new trade restrictions, maintaining profitability, and ensuring the sustainability of its global operations. Tesla's aggressive strategy, risk or reward. Tesla has long been known for its bold, aggressive approach to maximizing its financial returns, and its strategy of aggressively pursuing electric vehicle, EV rebates in Canada, is just one example of this. The company has continuously pushed the envelope, using innovative pricing tactics and taking full advantage of government incentives to increase its profits. One such example occurred in 2019, when Tesla launched a cheaper version of its popular Model 3 to meet Canada's price limits for eligibility in the EV rebate program. Although this version of the Model 3 had a significantly reduced driving range compared to the standard version, it allowed Tesla to access millions of dollars in rebates by qualifying for the program's incentives. This type of aggressive pricing and incentive-maximizing strategy has been successful in securing substantial financial support from Canadian taxpayers. However, it has also raised concerns among regulators who have questioned whether Tesla is exploiting the system in ways that may not align with the original intent of the rebates. Tesla's approach, which some see as borderline manipulative, has led to scrutiny by the Canadian government. Recently, the increasing number of rebate applications from Tesla raised red flags for Canadian officials. The volume of applications, combined with the speed and scale of Tesla's sales, prompted the government to launch an investigation. Officials argued that Tesla's strategy amounted to manipulation of the rebate system, potentially undermining the fairness of the program. While Tesla's approach has undoubtedly been lucrative in the short term, it also comes with risks. The company's aggressive tactics have now made it a target for regulators, which could have long-term implications for its relationship with the Canadian government and other international markets that offer similar incentives. The suspension of rebates in Canada is a clear indication that Tesla's strategy, while profitable, may have reached a tipping point, raising questions about the sustainability of this aggressive approach in the future. The role of international competitors. The challenges Tesla faces in Canada are not just confined to its dealings with the Canadian government. They are also indicative of the growing competition Tesla faces in the global EV market. Tesla has long dominated the electric vehicle sector, but its position is increasingly threatened by international competitors, particularly from China. Companies like BYD and NIO have emerged as serious contenders, offering lower-priced EV models that directly compete with Tesla's vehicles, especially in Europe and North America. Chinese EV makers in particular have capitalized on their ability to produce affordable and technologically advanced electric vehicles, undercutting Tesla's pricing in key markets. As a result, Tesla's market share in Europe is beginning to shrink as these aggressive competitors gain ground. This competition is further intensified by evolving regulatory pressures, including stricter carbon emission standards in the European Union, which are making it harder for traditional automakers to compete but are also driving demand for new energy vehicles. At the same time, the ongoing trade tensions and tariffs, particularly between the US and China, have created additional obstacles for Tesla. The US has imposed tariffs on imports from China, including EVs, which has complicated Tesla's supply chain and pricing strategies. If such tariffs increase or new trade barriers are introduced, it could further disrupt Tesla's ability to compete in the global market. Additionally, potential tariffs on imports from China to the US could exacerbate these challenges, creating a more difficult environment for Tesla as it navigates its position in global markets. In Europe, Tesla faces the dual challenge of maintaining its market share while also dealing with regulatory changes that may favor local manufacturers or require Tesla to adapt its vehicles to meet new environmental standards. Tesla's ability to maintain its leadership in the EV sector will depend not only on its technological innovations and pricing strategies, but also on how it adapts to this increasingly competitive and regulatory landscape. While Tesla has a strong brand and a loyal customer base, its global dominance is far from guaranteed as new players enter the market and regulations evolve. The future of Tesla: will the golden age end? Tesla's recent financial and market performance has been marked by volatility, raising questions about the company's future. On March 25, 2025, Tesla's stock price saw a 12% rise, offering some short-term optimism. However, despite this gain, its stock remains 44% below its all-time high set in December, a significant decline that has raised concerns among investors. The company's performance in Europe has been less than stellar, with falling sales figures and an increasing inability to maintain its market dominance in a competitive landscape. In the US, Tesla's market share took a sharp decline in 2024, even as traditional automakers and new entrants increased their presence and made gains in the EV market. The once thriving golden age of Tesla appears to be at a crossroads, with the company now facing substantial challenges in both established and emerging markets. While it still holds the title of a global leader in EV sales, these setbacks are indicative of deeper problems. The company's attempts to maintain its leadership position are being tested by growing competition, shifting market dynamics, and external economic pressures, including the impact of trade wars and tariffs. Despite these difficulties, Tesla continues to be a leader in technological innovation, particularly in autonomous driving, and its future prospects are still alive thanks to ongoing investments in this area. However, the pressure to remain competitive in its home market, the U.S., is mounting. The trade war between the U.S. and other nations, particularly Canada and China, as well as the ongoing effects of tariffs imposed by President Trump, will continue to strain Tesla's sales and profitability. These external factors will undoubtedly shape the company's future trajectory, making it unclear whether Tesla can reclaim the momentum it once enjoyed or if its golden age has indeed come to an end. Political fallout and consumer reactions. Tesla's association with U.S. President Donald Trump has not only impacted its financial performance, but also its public image, particularly in Europe. Musk's outspoken support for far-right parties and his controversial comments on various political issues have ignited backlash across the continent. In many European countries, Tesla is now facing increased scrutiny and criticism, with some consumers choosing to boycott the company's products in protest of Musk's political stances. In Canada, the political fallout has been equally severe. Protests against Tesla dealerships have erupted in multiple cities, including Ontario and Montreal. These protests have included acts of vandalism and sabotage at Tesla locations, driven by local discontent with Musk's political views, which are seen as contrary to Canada's progressive policies, particularly those focused on protecting local industries and promoting sustainable manufacturing practices. The political controversy surrounding Musk has further complicated Tesla's relationship with governments and consumers in key international markets. While Tesla remains a popular choice among many eco-conscious buyers, its association with controversial political figures has led to erosion in brand loyalty, particularly in regions where political alignment plays a significant role in consumer decisions. Tesla's reputation, once synonymous with innovation and environmental responsibility, is now being tainted by its CEO's divisive political opinions. This shift in public perception could have long-lasting effects on the company's ability to attract customers, particularly in markets like Europe and Canada, where political ideologies are often intertwined with consumer purchasing decisions. The path forward: legal actions and market adjustments. As Tesla navigates these complex challenges, it may consider pursuing legal action against Canada, arguing that its exclusion from the EV incentive programs violates international trade agreements. However, given the firm stance taken by the Canadian government, it seems unlikely that this legal strategy will provide a quick or favorable resolution. Canada's commitment to protecting its domestic policies, especially concerning local manufacturing and fair distribution of incentives, suggests that Tesla may face an uphill battle in challenging these decisions. In the short term, Tesla may need to adjust its production and sales strategies to better align with the current regulatory environment. One potential response could involve restructuring its North American supply chain to reduce reliance on external markets and comply with more stringent local policies. This could include rethinking production strategies or shifting manufacturing priorities in response to changing trade dynamics. Building better relationships with Canadian authorities, possibly through more transparent and collaborative approaches, could also help improve Tesla's standing in the Canadian market. Furthermore, Tesla may need to refocus its efforts on regaining market share in other key international markets, particularly in China and Europe, where it faces growing competition from low-cost Chinese EV manufacturers like BYD and NIO. A more aggressive pricing strategy could help Tesla stay competitive in these regions, allowing it to recapture some of the market share it has lost to emerging players. While Tesla's technological superiority still gives it an edge, adjusting to the rising tide of competition and consumer sentiment will be crucial to its continued dominance. The path forward for Tesla will require careful navigation of both political and market challenges, as well as strategic decisions to balance innovation with cost-effectiveness in the face of mounting competition. The company will need to adapt to changing political landscapes, evolving trade policies, and consumer preferences, all while staying true to its mission of revolutionizing the automotive industry. Tesla stands at a critical turning point. The company's future will depend not only on its ability to navigate the shifting dynamics of the global automotive market, but also on how it manages the political and economic challenges that come with being a leader in the electric vehicle space. With trade wars, political controversies, and increasing competition, Tesla's next moves will play a key role in determining whether it can maintain its dominant position in the global market or whether its golden age is truly coming to an end.